Hey everyone, Mr. Steckler here. Quick video on how you can use your stylus to annotate notes that you have used as a PDF printout in OneNote. So a couple of things. First, you'll notice that I have drawn in three different colors, in green, in orange, and in blue. And in order to add those colors to your draw tab up at the top, you click this little plus sign and you can click add pen. The three different colors that I need everyone to add is I need a light green pen, I need you guys to make a light orange pen, and I need you guys to make a blue pen, light blue over here, which I already have selected right over here, here, and here. So these three colors are going to link to the say, the do, and the mean, which are in this box right over here below. You're also going to get some highlighter colors. You're going to do the same ones in light green, light orange, and light blue, and you're going to instead click highlighter and then select your color over to the light green, and then the orange, and then the blue. So you should have 6 in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that we're able to work with those colors. I don't need these, so I'm going to show you that you can click delete when you click the little brush over here, and that will get rid of that extra color. So there's plenty of different brushes you can create. There's tons of colors in the color wheel that you can select from, but those are just the starting ones. And you can also change the thickness of the brush with this little selecting feature over here, which is pretty helpful, but I don't need this one, so I'm going to delete it. So the colors that you'll definitely need are these three, 1, 2, 3, the green, the orange, and the blue. And I also want you guys to have a black color, because we're going to be using black as a support color, where it's going to just kind of give some accents to some of what we write over here. You'll notice that like over on the right that I use the black to kind of like draw and draw around where I said I can use my notes to remind myself of all these vocab words, which brings me into these colors and why we're using them. So first up is I want you guys to draw your attention to the green, which is the say part of the say do mean reflection. So the say is physically what your notes say. So throughout this document, I've gone through and I've highlighted some of the most important things in the document. So snipping tool, Windows plus Shift plus S over here. I've highlighted right similarities to differences, proper algorithm. You'll notice I've also drawn on the column over here, kind of outside the ink. And if you take two fingers, kind of like you would on your phone, you could pinch in to zoom in, or you can zone out to zone out. And this is actually, I believe, a really large template, but usually you're just zoned into a certain part of it. So you can kind of zone into the part that you need. So over here, I've drawn in the margins, purple 1-by-1 tables are used to answer questions. So I'm trying to look for the most important things that my notes say, because green is to tell you what your notes say, and I'm recording that by annotating my document by finding those different parts in green. So the first part of the say do mean reflection is just highlighting the most important parts of my notes for what do my notes say and recording those in green. And I also on the right hand side kind of gave, like, if I were to just quickly scroll through and just look at the right hand side over here, purple, algorithm code, pseudocode, wise order, I just kind of asked questions that would give me, like, at just a quick glance what my notes were saying, because green is for what my notes say. So next up is orange. What can my notes help me with? So I put in the vocab over here that I can use my notes to remind myself of all these vocab words. The physical, what can I use my notes to do? It is to remind myself of all these different vocab, and that's really what I've just focused on for this part of the reflection, that my notes can be used to remind me of algorithm, code, pseudocode, snipping tool. And I made a little note to myself, and I accented it in black over here to tell me what it can be used for. And I didn't use an orange anywhere else, just because we're just starting to learn how to use it, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So that's a good use of orange for the second part of the reflection. And then lastly, mean. My notes can help me too. So I really want to zone in on the bottom right now to show you the difference between say and mean. So down here for question number 11, we had a question that was, is an algorithm a type of code or pseudocode? And we gave an answer over here that an algorithm is a pseudocode because you're using a specific set of instructions, but you're telling these specific instructions to a human or person. So an algorithm absolutely is a type of pseudocode, but one of the things that our notes did not say, but we learned from our notes, the bigger picture, was that it is not always pseudocode. It is not always an algorithm. And the reason is, we learned that if it's explaining something such as how to brush your teeth, then brushing your teeth isn't computer code. It's not on a computer. So since it's not computer code. It is not going to be, in this case, an algorithm. It's not going to be code. It could be code, but it's not always code. So it's blue because it's what our notes helped us learn. We learned that it's not always, but it's not physically what the note said, which is just the question, is it a type of code or pseudocode? So we color things in blue that we actually learned from our notes. So it kind of is a more meaningful thing that when you look back on your notes, it's something that you came away from the lesson with, which I also wrote at the top of the document over here, explain the difference between code, pseudocode, and algorithms. So my notes helped me explain the difference between that, which was actually your objective for that day. So usually the objective is going to be something you can write in blue because that is what you are learning physically, like after leaving this lesson, what you'd be able to do based on what you learned. So say, do, mean, three colors, green, orange, and blue. That's a quick demonstration of how you guys can use those colors. So you guys now are going to have a chance to annotate your documents and mark them up with green, with orange, and with blue to practice your say, do, mean reflection in your notes using those styluses to annotate it. The last two things that I want to mention is this eraser tool over here. There's two ways in which you guys are going to need to use it. If you click this little arrow down there, there's two types of erasers, a stroke eraser and a regular eraser. Stroke eraser will erase an entire stroke no matter how much you are holding. So down here, if I were to move a lot of different times over here, and then I were to do it again over here, I just did two strokes. So if I just take the eraser and I mouse it over one of them, the whole stroke goes away, and then when I mouse over the other one, the other whole stroke goes away. But if I were to do that same thing again over here, and I were to switch over to the regular eraser, it would just get rid of like a little bit at a time as we drew it. So you would just be able to, erase it at your own pace, how you want. And there's two different uses for them. Really, for more precise things, you're going to want to use that manual eraser, where if you just wanted to like get rid of something like a little bit of what you highlighted over here, you'd be able to. But if you were to have used the stroke eraser, it would actually get rid of everything in one stroke, and that may not be what you want to do. So that's the difference between those two erasers. And lastly, I want to show you guys Lasso Select, which is a way in which if you wanted to select some information, you can hold down your stylus and you can select some things that you'd want to select. And when you let go, it will then give you two things you can do. If you tap on it, it will give you the option to either cut, copy, delete, or rotate. Copying is sometimes really important where you want to be able to copy that text into another space. But you can also do something along the lines of, which I think is even more helpful, you can move that around the document. So by selecting it, you can then decide, oh, I put that in the wrong place. Let me drop that stuff down there, and then that's down there. Now, wait a second, I didn't actually want that down there. Let me hit the back arrow, and I can bring it back to where it originally was. So being able to physically move text is one of the most powerful things about taking digital notes, because when you take notes on paper, it's just there or you have to erase it. But having the ability to either use the lasso selects tool or to like move around your notes, it's so simple and so easy to constantly change what you did. You can shrink it, you can make it smaller if you didn't need it to be as big as it originally was, you can make it bigger. It's something that's super powerful about those digital note taking, or you can even decide that you didn't do it right, you can rotate it, you can rotate it to the right. It's just a really helpful tool. So that's just about the things that I wanted to introduce to you guys in this little part of the lesson. So this is about the drawing features, and we'll continue this with our next lesson. So at this time, let's head back to lesson.